All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use our history feature, and this is going to allow you to restore previous versions of your pages or to undo mistakes or potentially redo any changes that you have previously undone. So let's go ahead and have a look. So our history feature is up here on the top right-hand side. You'll see we have this little clock icon next to our publish button. If we click on that, you'll see we've got our undo option, our redo option, and our history option. So our history option is going to allow us to rewind the clock a little bit. Maybe we've made some changes and we want those changes back and we don't like the current site, or we just need to go back. So we're going to do that. But I don't really want to undo any of the changes that I've made, so I'm going to make some changes, publish those changes, and then show you how we can go back to the current version of our site. So currently our site is published. Well, we can just go ahead and publish it again. I didn't make changes after, I didn't publish anything after I made changes to my layouts. So now those changes are all published. So let's go ahead and make a few changes. I'm going to come to this block and I'm going to edit this image, and I'm going to choose a different image of dogs. So let's have a look for dogs, and let's go ahead and choose that one. So we can apply that, and there we go. Nice change. Now maybe I want to go ahead and make another change to this text over here, and let's say I don't want it to be that color, I want it to be my primary color. And let's see what else we can change. Let's go ahead and make these icons our secondary color instead. That looks not good at all, but that's fine. And we can go ahead and make this title our secondary color. All right, so I think that's enough to get the example across. So let's go ahead and then publish these changes. I'm going to hit publish and away for away. So now I've decided I actually don't really like the new version of my website that I've designed. So what I want to do is revert to an old version. So to do that, I'm going to click on the history settings, and I'm going to go to my history, and I'm going to select this one. And you'll see that when I click on it, I'm given a preview of what that's going to look like. So, hey, here's what it used to look like. You can scroll through it and see if it is the design you want to go to. You can look at the current design, what it looks like right now. And we're going to go ahead and decide that we want to return to this design. To do that, I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on this restore button. So our little rewind button, it's going to restore this current design. And now you'll notice that it says unpublished. And that is because the current version of the page is not actually published. I'll need to publish this again. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. There we go. It is also important to note that when looking at your history is stored for 30 days. So any published versions of your page, once they've passed that 30-day line, you won't actually be able to access those pages anymore, and you won't be able to restore that version of the page. If you have a design that you think you might want to restore in the future, months and months down the line, go ahead and save that design as a template and keep it somewhere safe. So our other buttons that I think you might have seen me use throughout this series is our undo and redo buttons. So let me go ahead and add an image over here, and I've decided, I don't really like that. I can come here and say undo, and then that's going to undo the change I just made, or I can say redo to redo that change. I can also use keyboard shortcuts, so I can say Control-Z to undo that change, or Control-Shift-Z to redo that change. So that is how you can use the history feature in the Page Designer.